Hour of the Wolf Review, air date December 5th, 2022, Alienoid, take 1. I'm Dan Persons, and this is my Hour of the Wolf Review. I'm going to get this out of the way right off the top. The new Korean film, Alienoid, which debuts on physical media and on demand on December 6th, runs close to 2.5 hours. And that's too long. Not that it drags, not at all. There's tons of stuff going on. The story takes place across 2 periods, one present-day Korea, the other during feudal times. The high-concept synopsis would be that this is an alien invasion tale, but that barely scratches the surface. There are alien criminals being imprisoned in human bodies. There are robotic jailers, one an android that can assume human form, the other a floating head that can be a car and can also assume the same human form as its partner. There's a naked alien overlord, a baby brought forward in time who grows to adolescence, then goes back in time to grow into adulthood. There's a shaman/bounty hunter and his 2 cat companions who also look like humans, and 2 other shamans who may also be brother and sister if I'm getting what appears to be an incest gag. Plus, there's a mystical dagger that everyone's looking for, and an attempt to de-terraform Earth, and a chase between a spaceship and a police car. And this is only half a movie, or maybe 1/3. It could just as well be a trilogy. It doesn't so much end on a cliffhanger as just a kind of ellipsis. The story just sort of stops. And there'd better be a follow-up in production now, or Kim Jong-un be damned, I'll invade South Korea. And I'll admit that for about the first hour, I was going along with it. The stuff was so delirious that I was pretty much grinning ear to ear and thinking, I'm not really sure what's going on, but yeah, go ahead. The problem was that after a while, there's a certain aimlessness that makes itself known. The stories within each time period have their own consistency, but director Choi Dong-hoon has problems making the goings-on in one time period inform the actions in the other. And there's an unevenness to how he decides when to jump from one time period to the other. The sequence with that car chase runs so long that I started thinking, say, what's going on in the 14th century, and how does it relate to what I'm watching now? Dong-hoon does manage to draw together certain strands by the end, and stuff does make some kind of sense, but again, a full story isn't being told here, so a lot, including the fact that present-day Earth remains in peril by the fade-out, needs to be tied up. And despite my annoyance with a lot of the storytelling of Alienoid, there's so much here that's so clever, funny, visually inventive, and dynamic, lots of great fight scenes, lots of them, that I'm actually looking forward to a follow-up and hoping that it harbors a satisfying conclusion. Alienoid may be too much, but it's too much of tons of fun, so I'll give it a break. Thank you for listening. If you want to write me, send that email to hotwolfreviews@upstartcompany.com. And remember, if you love science fiction, fantasy, enchantment, and the imagination, listen to Jim Freund's Hour of the Wolf, most every Monday at 9 p.m. ET on WBAI 99.5 FM in New York, and streaming on WBAI.org or through TuneIn. The Hour of the Wolf Reviews is produced by me, Dan Persons, recorded at the studios of Upstart Company, and is an Hour of the Wolf production. Take care.